I'm Josh Sagarin, and we're here at my bar, Front Page News, in Little Five Points. I originally came to Atlanta for college, and I spent the whole time I was here thinking I didn't want to stay. And as soon as I left, I was back 3 days later. I've been in Atlanta ever since. That's going on 30 years now. And it's a great place to live and a wonderful place to visit. I knew I wanted to own a tavern from about 7th grade on. When I finally got around to it, I realized I didn't know exactly what kind of bar, and then I visited New Orleans, went to the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, and after that I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring a little bit of New Orleans right here to Atlanta, Georgia. Front Page News is very meaningful to me because my parents always collected old newspapers, and we had this drawer growing up full of headlines, you know, when Kennedy was assassinated, when men walked on the moon, and I wanted to use all of those headlines that sat in drawers for years. So Front Page News, we kind of created a theme around it where they're framed on the wall. But still a New Orleans bar and grill, some New Orleans headlines, some national headlines, just like you'd find if you were at a bar in the French Quarter. We opened our first restaurant down on Crescent Avenue and realized we could renovate even the ugliest building into something great. What came along a few years later was this building. It was the original Ford dealership in Atlanta, in Little Five Points, and we turned it into the second Front Page News. This one, though, really looked like New Orleans, and we were excited to open it, and it's still our flagship location. Front Page News is different from a lot of restaurants in Atlanta because we have this anchor. New Orleans is our anchor. We have the food from New Orleans and the music from New Orleans, but it's not a New Orleans themed restaurant. We also have great new American cuisine, steaks, burgers, all of that, just like you'd find in a good restaurant in New Orleans. It's not all New Orleans, but you definitely feel it every day.